Let's see. Let's see what this beast that you all concocted, how it's going to behave. The night before Solstice, Camp Half-Blood Austin 2020. 'Twas the night before Solstice when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even Deepwood's Topher. The camp socks were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Saint Smiley soon would be there. The demigods were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of duct-tape swords danced in their heads. And Nemi in her kerchief and Topher in his hat had just poured the coffee for a long winter's chat. When out on the roof there arose such a clatter, Topher sprang from the stone circle to see what was the matter. Away to the forge he flew like a flash, tore open the toolbox, and threw up the camp shirts. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the dry Texas land below, when what to his wondering eyes should appear but Apollo's chariot and 8 tiny counselors. With a little old giggle so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Smiley. More rapid than Joby's puns, his counselors they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Wafflecone, now Ansley, now Ethan and Bailey, on Mira, on Cato, on Hector, on TK. To the top of the big house, to the top of the dining hall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the camp store the counselors they flew, with the sleigh full of dead campers, and Saint Smiley too. And then, in a twinkling, Topher heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little goof. As he drew in his head and was turning around, down the chimney, Saint Smiley came with a bound. He was dressed all up in Buttercup's dress, from head to foot, and his clothes were tarnished with blood and falafels. A bundle of salami he had flung on his back, and he looked like a headless turkey just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his smile, how merry. His cheeks were like wood, his nose like a fairy. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a smiley, and the marshmallows on his chin were as white as the snow. The stump of a leg he held tight in his teeth, and the stench had encircled his head like incense. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a homicidal maniac. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old cannibal, and Topher laughed when he saw him in spite of himself. A piece of his eye and a fragment of his head soon gave Topher to know he had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the camp socks, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his mask, and giving a shot up the falls he rose. He sprang to his duct-tape sword to give his team a hug, and away they all flew like wings on a mug. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy holidays to all, and don't throw away your shot!"